What's going on, fam? It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber back at it again for another one today. So, do you remember this video right here? What's going on, fam? It's Lazy Lightsaber, and today we're going to be covering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the channel. This one right here. Nah, not that one. This one. Alright, fam, so here we are back again here just to talk about some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, I caught a lot of hate from people on the younger side of the audience, which is okay. You know, everybody has their opinions about specific issues, but they were upset that I said that the newer versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was garbage, and then the version that I grew up with was awesome. So that was a good thing or whatever. I prefer my version, but obviously they don't. But they're both good. They're all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But we were talking about this game, so we finally got an update, okay? They finally released a 11-minute video showing the first, I guess, two main bosses that you fight on the first level. So the first two stages, basically. The video was in entirety about 11 minutes long. I'll go ahead and link it in the description below if you want to check that out. It was pretty awesome. I believe it was the PC version, and the only reason why I say that is because they link Steam in the description of that video if it's something you want to pre-order or get some type of notification on when the game is going to be released. But we finally have a release window, yes. So apparently it says summer 2022. But I read on Twitter that they're indicating to an earlier summer release. So we may be looking at maybe June, July, which would be super awesome because technically we're still in spring. But an early summer would be awesome. And it would be before, well, at least I'm thinking it's going to come out before the Cowabunga collection comes out. Which, I don't know how I feel about that because I bought the Cowabunga collection, but I feel like I want to play this version first because it looks so much better than the Cowabunga collection. But at the same time, I want to play that one too because it has all the ones that I grew up on, like the old school on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and stuff, and brought that back now to the Switch. But that game there's just something about that nostalgia bone that this game, Shredder's Revenge, is just scratching for me like so hard. And I feel like a lot of the people my age or a little bit older that played those type of games first are so much more hyped that this is coming out than maybe the new generation. Not to say that they're not enjoying it or looking forward to it, because a lot of the newer people, not newer, but younger people have come forward and said, hey, I'm excited for this game too, just same as you, but I prefer the newer cartoons, which is cool, man. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is cool. It doesn't matter which version you kind of relate to the most. But we do have now that release window of 2022 summer right around the corner. So maybe in a couple of months we'll actually see this game coming out. Now I'm hoping for a physical version. There was no news on that. If, you know, Steam is all digital, of course, but I'm hoping that the Nintendo Switch version, which is the one I'm going to buy, so it's coming out on PlayStation 4, on Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and then on Windows. So those are the four platforms this game is coming out for. I'm sure with backwards compatibility, if you have an Xbox Series X or S or a PS5, you'll be able to play the PlayStation 4 discs or the Xbox One disc. But on Switch, you know, all you have is excuse me. On Switch, all you have is cartridge. So they better bring it out physically because that's where I'm going to buy it. I think this game would be so good playing it on a Switch, playing it on the go, right here on my Nintendo Switch. No issues, just slapping that cartridge on in there. It's going to feel so good, especially if you have a Switch OLED because those colors are going to pop. Now, I don't have a Switch OLED, unfortunately. I'm still in the grind trying to decide if I even want one or not because technically I'm going to play it probably docked the majority of the time. I might play it on handheld just to test it out and see how good it is and how good it looks on a base Switch. And this is the original Switch, the the hackable Switch, the one that they can't patch, right? So I definitely don't want to get rid of this, but it may be time to get rid of it because let's face it, I'm not going to jailbreak or hack my Switch at this point. There you go. I cleared that bone in the throat. But yes, I do want to grab that version of it. I think it's going to be the best version just because I can take it with me on the go. I'm still contemplating if I want to get the OLED, but I may have to do it because, like I said, let's face it, I'm probably not going to hack this Switch. I'm too scared. Like that to me feels like such a cumbersome and completely overwhelming experience. I'm not brave enough to do it. So I'm just going to move right past it and say, you know what, let's get the Switch OLED. I'm probably going to trade this one in or sell this one to somebody who maybe wants the unpatchable version so they can go ahead and jailbreak and do it, everything they need to do for that. But returning back to the subject matter here, that is the version that I'm going for, even though I do have an Xbox One, which the game is going to come out for. That game is so retro that I don't think that the graphics are going to change from the Switch to the Xbox One drastically. I don't see that being a huge upgrade anyway. So I'm going to go for the Switch version, and I'm hoping they can fit the entire game into one cartridge and package it with that'll just complete everything for me, and I will be done. There's a lot of games that are going to come out in 2022. Especially towards the end of the year. There's Mario Strikers. There's the new Xenoblade 3 coming out. There's that Wii Sports that's supposed to come out. And some large titles, that are coming out and have came out already, like that Mario Golf that came out earlier this year. So, and the DLC for the Nintendo Switch, Mario Kart 8 that has come out with that expansion pack, which is complete trash. At least still, it's not worth it for me. So, with all that, I still believe that this game is going to be the best one to come out of 2022. I'm just sorry. I don't see anything else that I'm super hyped for except this game. Now, unless a Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, which of course we already know that's already been pushed back to 2023, so we don't have to worry about that. But other than that, or hold on now, let me reel it back in a little bit. If there is a Wind Waker HD remake or a Twilight Princess HD remake for the Nintendo Switch, would be the only reason that I would say, okay, now this is coming down one step. But none of that has been said or claimed or announced. So until then, I still want to say that Shredder's Revenge is probably the most anticipated game for me personally on the Nintendo Switch for 2022. Well, at least now we have a little bit of news on when this game is coming out, guys. So let me know in the comments below how you feel. Are you more hyped now that you have kind of a window to know when this game is going to come out? Or is this just making you more antsy because you want the game now? Don't forget to like and subscribe as well if you're enjoying the content. You can also follow me on Twitter at lazylightsaber, TikTok as well, lazylightsaber. And as always, you guys take care. May the force be with you. Peace.